a friend of mine, Jared Atkinson, who's a big Ron Paul activist down there, he's flying in to D.C. for this. We have people all over the Eastern Seaboard driving in saying, all right, you want to make it about dancing? Let's dance. And they're throwing down, and this is the thing that's bringing people together. This is the thing that lays it bare, for which none of their propaganda, none of their arguments, none of their bullshit divide and conquer strategies, none of that is going to mean crap next Saturday. People are coming together to say, you can't tell us not to dance. Simple as that. And that it's so beautiful to see how people are coming together about this. And it's all the videos that people are remixing for this. I mean, I told you, there's 2 other videos that have over 400,000 views. There's a dozen videos that are 100,000 views plus right now. People are reposting, the interview I did with Russia Today yesterday. It's really amazing how this is getting around, and people are quoting Gandhi now, saying, from the movie. They can break my bones, they can kill me, but when they do, all they will have is my dead body, but not my obedience. And when I got arrested, I was wearing, very deliberately, my Gandhi T-shirt. It had a Gandhi's portrait on it, and in the style of the Andre the Giant, obey, except underneath, it says, disobey.
Well, Adam, that's my point, is that the tyranny has gotten so absurdist now that the Texas tyrants did the smart thing and didn't arrest us because they knew it would lead to a chain reaction. Yep. The D.C. tyrants did the wrong thing, and it's now going to backfire. High noon, yep. The Jefferson-Memorial, it's a genius idea, and we've got to illustrate the tyrants' absurdity by making them show us who they really are. They could have laughed. The guards could have even joined you. It would have been a great...
See, that's the funniest thing. If they had done nothing, who would have been the bigger ass? I would have stood there and danced for 10 minutes. We would have all looked at each other awkwardly and walked away and been like, yeah, we defeated this little judge's ruling. And now it's a global phenomenon. And I'm flattered that so many people are inspired by it, because I really wasn't counting on it. But now I'm kind of smacking myself in the forehead going, duh! But when I saw this event, it wasn't my idea. I got to give credit to the other organizers, Eddie Dickey and Jared Denman, who came up with the idea after the court ruling that said you couldn't dance there. And I saw it, and I was just like, absolutely, I'm getting behind that. And then the video happened, the incident happened on Saturday. The video's getting around, and it's just kind of taken off from there. But that's what's so beautiful.
Adam, stay there. I know you've got to go, but I want to hold you for 5 more minutes into the next segment, because this is very exciting what's happening, and it shows the incredible hunger for liberty and people wanting to resist. I want to talk to you about the TSA on the other side. Can we get people to peacefully storm their capitals as well nationwide? It's up to the people. Watching the footage of Adam-Kokesh and others being arrested, you see this little toady who's a, quote, professional tour guide, very pleased they're being arrested. And then the cops are kind of shoving him out of the way, and he starts groveling to them. You see these people that think freedom is all about licking government boots. We need everywhere to let the system know that they're not going to cow us. And Adam, earlier when your cell phone was cutting out, I want you to continue with the point you were trying to make, that if they're sticking their hands down our pants, if they're grabbing us, this is about, you're not going to dance, we're going to touch your private parts, we're going to take blood at checkpoints. I mean, we've got to stand up and reignite that spirit of liberty, and to watch how what you guys have done is catching fire, what I've done with Ron Paul. Anytime somebody stands up for liberty, it's having a huge effect because people are hungry for it. Please continue.
Sure. Well, it's from that. I got the idea from the video that someone made on the Hitler in the bunker meme that's so popular on YouTube, and it's like Adam-Kokesh finds out, or Hitler finds out about the Adam-Kokesh dance party, and he's saying, "How is this possible? We feel their daughters' vaginas at the airports. We tax them for 50% of their income. They don't have any freedoms left anyways. Of course, why wouldn't they obey us? They have to obey us. They have to stop dancing." And one of the generals there, it cuts to the general. The general goes, "Mein Führer, I'm sorry. it didn't work as planned. Actually, they're coming back next Saturday, and that's when he really explodes and says, well, if this works, people are gonna be giving Alex Jones even more credibility, and it's really powerful. But that's the thing, and it's like. Why it came to we the people took it to this point. We let our government get away with all of this other crap, and then we're surprised that they say, no, you can't dance here.
And by the way, if they want to call out the police dogs and the sound cannons, then same thing happened to Gandhi being beat in the head, then that'll cause even more people to stand up and say no, because the British Empire did the same absurdist things there. Well, I want to commend you and the other activists there in D.C. Too bad Luke couldn't be there, but I know he's now gone to Europe ahead of time.
I think he's going to be dancing in solidarity with us, and that's what's really cool about this. That so many people are inspired by what's going on. There are events being organized in Texas, even. I bet there's going to be one at the Capitol in Austin. Do a little jig at noon for us in solidarity, if you like. But we are literally dancing down the police state here.
Well, I have to commend you, and the good news in Texas is they're going to a special session. We need to try to get Perry to add to the special session the anti-groping bill. Perry claimed that he was backed off by the feds, but notice he didn't add this to the special session, showing us that through Dewhurst, who we know killed it behind the scenes, that he doesn't want to be forced to vote on this as he gets ready to run for president. So it's not just that he's been cowed. He is a creature of Karl Rove and this system. So no orders from headquarters, just whoever's against this tyranny, show up at the Jefferson-Memorial.
Yep.
And hopefully you guys can then go dance at some other memorials afterwards.
Absolutely. And this is not something that is being organized or put together by anybody. I'm just inviting my friends to come join me next Saturday. If you think that making dancing is illegal, is bad, then show up Saturday at noon at the Jefferson Memorial. There's a Facebook event called Dance Party at TJ's, so check it out. It's on my page for Adam versus the Man there. You can just search on Facebook for Adam-kokesh. It's Kokesh, adamversustheman.com. You'll find it all there. But it's so beautiful. I really want people to help share this, even if they don't want to be a part of it physically. And apparently you don't have to be much of a dancer to get arrested for dancing. You can, as you said, Alex, you can just be swaying your arms and being in the wrong place.
And imagine the headlines worldwide. You know, they talk about other countries where they arrest violent protesters and how it's wrong. Imagine people arrested in Beijing today in Tiananmen Square for dancing. Imagine American government arrests thousands for dancing. It just illustrates how out of control these thugs are. Adam will continue to talk to you throughout the week as this develops. Stay with us. Tons of news coming up.